Today on Forbes, Bill Gates owned Four Seasons Resort sued for $100 million by disgruntled members. The Homeowners Association of Four Seasons Resorts Nevis filed a lawsuit against Nevis Peak Holdings on Tuesday, August 11th in Delaware Chancery Court. Nevis Peak owns the luxury resort and the surrounding property, which sits at the base of a volcanic mountain in Pinney's Beach, a roughly 3-mile stretch of beach on the Caribbean island, just north of Charlestown, Alexander Hamilton's birthplace. Nevis Peak is owned by Cascade, the family office of Bill Gates, which bought the resort a decade ago. As of January 2022, Cascade also owns 71.25% of the Four Seasons, according to the suit. While Four Seasons manages the property, it wasn't named as a defendant in the suit. Gates has owned the Four Seasons with Prince Al-Walid bin Talal Al Saud of Saudi Arabia, whose Kingdom Holding has a 23.75% stake since 2007. According to the suit, each homeowner paid $100,000 to get in the door at Four Seasons Resort Nevis, the luxury Caribbean island resort long reported as a quiet retreat for such celebrities as Oprah Winfrey, Meryl Streep, and Justin Trudeau. They then pay upwards of $13,000 a year to keep using the place, plus a management fee of 25% on any bills for work the resort does for them, and another 15% for major construction. In return, the members allege they are living in a deteriorating resort where golf carts are in disrepair, pools have missing tiles, fitness center equipment is either outdated or non-functioning, and trash is strewn along the golf course and on the land around the resort. The main eyesore is the Golf Pro Shop and Fitness Center that were destroyed in an October 2022 fire, according to the complaint. Nearly 4 years after the fire, homeowners say nothing has been rebuilt and that there's now just a fence around the rubble. When the association asked who would pay to put it back up, it says it was told Nevis Peak carries no fire insurance on the property, meaning that every dollar of the rebuild has to come out of the owner's pocket. Meanwhile, the association, representing 66 owners of 89 villas on the 350-acre property, claim they have paid more than $20 million in management and club fees since 2013 for repairs that were never done. The association wants a judge to order Nevis Peak to step up. Failing that, it is seeking damages for what it says is more than $100 million in lost value. The claims don't stop there. The suit also details how the transformers, which turn grid power into usable electricity for the villas, were bought secondhand, and that some are older than the resort, which opened in 1991. The complaint adds that taps run dry during the island's dry season because the resort's water system hasn't been kept up. The association says it has spent $1.4 million of its own money in 4 years covering electrical and infrastructure repairs it argues were the responsibility of the owners, arguing that Nevis Peak, quote, utterly failed to meet its obligations, to the detriment of the homeowners' use and enjoyment of the resort and the value of their properties for sale and rental. Four Seasons ran the numbers itself and concluded the resort needs more than $65 million of work, with over $20 million of that needed to replace what burned down and to redo the spa. This according to the complaint. A spokesperson for Cascade Asset Management says it plans to fight these allegations, telling Forbes in a statement that it intends to, quote, vigorously defend itself against the claims, which it believes are entirely without merit. Nevis Peak and the Homeowners Association did not immediately respond to Forbes' request for comment. This is probably one of the last things Gates and his family need these days. Bill Gates has spent the past year answering for his ties to Jeffrey Epstein, including a June testimony to the House Oversight Committee. Meanwhile, Bloomberg reported last week that his daughter, Phoebe Gates, and the co-founder of her startup AI shopping app, Fia, knew of and deliberately pushed features that falsely claimed credit for sales. As of mid-August, Forbes estimates Gates has a $108 billion net worth, with more than $15 billion in cash. Of course, these figures completely dwarf the $100 million in damages the association is claiming in its lawsuit. For full coverage, check out Alicia Park's piece on Forbes.com. This is Kieran Meadows from Forbes. Thanks for tuning in.